taking in consideration that it's quite late at night right now, this does seem like a nice alternative. This box is falling apart. Yes. Here. Buying fabric and sewing are two different hobbies. I take my hobby very seriously. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. And today we're here in the floor in my sewing room so I can share with you what has been my fabric indulgence of the last few months. So if you like looking at pretty fabrics, grab yourself a drink because you're in the right place. We actually have a variety of fabrics today. They go from only $1.99 that I got on a very nice sale to what is possibly the most expensive fabric that I've ever bought. I'm still convinced that it was worth it, and I'm going to leave that one for the end so it can be, you know, the cherry on top of the cake. And we're going to start with this big box, which is the biggest bulk of the fabric and of everything that I bought. So let's start with this one. And the way that this box happened was actually in my birthday. I wanted to gift myself some fabric because until April I hadn't bought any fabric since last year. So I bought this fabric because I went to Dressenstoffen and they were running a sale. So I bought the majority of my wish list. Let me just take this one out of the way. This one is just some tracing paper. They had it quite cheap, so I'm going to try it and see if it's good quality. This is so that I can properly use some of the vintage fabrics that I purchased and that I showed you in the last videos. So I'm going to take that out of the way and I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to show you some close-ups of the fabrics and hopefully I'm going to put right here how much it was. This one, I hope you can see, this is a green fabric which instead of polka dots it has little hearts, and I thought that this would be a very nice change because I usually just buy a lot of viscoses, and this one is a cotton. I think this one was either $2.99 or $1.99, something like that. And I think green is a color that I've been finding that looks good on me, so I wanted to buy some green fabric. And yeah, instead of going maybe for Valentine's Day on a pink or with hearts or something like that, I could go for a green. And the next one is just some blue viscose because I buy a lot of prints and you're probably going to see that. So I wanted to just buy some blue viscose for a change so I can make something a little bit more solid. So that one is not a very interesting print, but I got this one. And this one, now looking at it, honestly, I know that I purchased because it was on a sale. It was $1.99. This is a very nice and soft viscose. They actually have, even though it was just $1.99, the fabric is very good quality. So I'm really happy with this one. I am not sure. This is going to be for sure some dress of some kind. And the next one, I'm going to go a little bit fast through the box because there is a lot of fabric. So this one, it is a nice print. I have never bought, or I have nothing in my wardrobe with a print like this. I went for a black background because that's kind of my comfort zone, same as this one. It's very floral, this dress, but the background is black. So I think that I feel more comfortable that way, even though it is a very busy print, as you can see. So yeah, I really like this one. Again, another dress of some kind. And the next one, again, trying to buy different fabrics other than viscose. I bought this velvet fabric and it has this black stripes and it is a little bit stretchy, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, so it's one-way stretch like this. So I'm not sure. I think that when I bought this, I had the idea of doing a Jackie dress. I'm going to put the image right here. If you follow Sean from the channel Kittenish Behavior, she has the most beautiful Jackie dresses that I've ever seen. And I was really inspired to make one, so I bought this velvet fabric to try and make one for myself. And again, it's a nice break from all of the viscoses that I usually buy. So it is quite shiny, so probably it will be something like a Christmas dress. This one, again, I'm sure this one was at $1.99. I'm going to put a close-up image. So the pattern of this one kind of looks like a broken glass or probably an age painting is more of a better description of this print. So I'll have to put a nice close-up so you can see, because I think that like this, I'm not showing it very well. But yeah, this is a very nice one, probably to make a dress that gives kind of a cottagecore vibes, like this one. So yeah, next. This one is for sure for winter. I think they called it something like jersey, I don't remember the name, but this is quite a thick fabric. So this would probably be good for a jacket, or how they call it, a shacket for the winter. This would be really, really nice. Yeah, there's quite a lot. I don't remember how much I purchased. I hope I remember to put the quantities and the prices right here. But I had been eyeing this fabric for quite a while to do something for winter, so I'm happy that I got some. And the next one is another cotton fabric. I believe back there I have my Make 9 fabric, which is again from the same store, and it's yellow with kind of dots. And this one I decided to get the striped version that they had in their website. I'm not sure if the color is coming very well in camera, but yeah, this is just a very nice version. Maybe I'll cut the pattern like this to put the stripes vertically. This one will probably be good to do one of those vintage patterns that I showed you. I'll put the video right here if you're curious. Those patterns, some of them had a lot of darts. Instead of doing a lot of darts in something like a viscose that I have to hand sew all of them, I'll probably go for a cotton instead. This one, I don't have baby blue or a lot of baby blue in my wardrobe. This one is this print with some flowers, and it's such a delicate print. I don't think the color looks bad on me. You can tell me what you think, but this one is really nice. Probably more of a summery print, so if I don't use it this year, this will be for next year for sure. The next one is this one. This is a canvas fabric, or at least that's the way that it was described in the website. And I bought this one, kind of showing the print like this, because I made recently the Clyde work pants by Elizabeth Suzanne, and I thought that making one in a print, because I made one in baby pink and one in black, and I would like to do maybe a pattern. I don't have any kind of a pattern pair of pants, and I think that's kind of a statement thing, so I want to give it a try. The next one, again, it's a black background, but it is so busy that I'm not sure if you can notice the black very much. It's this green, but then the flowers are very, very vibrant. I don't have a lot of this one, so whatever I do will probably need to be a kind of a short dress, but yeah, really happy with this one as well. The next one, this one they had in I think 3 or 4 base colors, and I decided to go with this one with the green again, because I think that green goes well with my skin tone. Maybe I should have gone with a darker green. I'm not sure if they had a darker green, but they had a dark blue. I'm not sure if this green will suit me very well, but yeah, it will be a good one to use for a wearable toile, for example. The next two, I actually used some fabrics that were in this box. I bought this as well with a project in mind, and I have already showed you in the last video, or the one previous to that, I'll link it up here. I made my own version or a replica of the Mademoiselle dress by House of CB, and that's why I wanted to buy these fabrics from Different Stuff as well. I bought some tulle. This white tulle was to make the petticoat, but the one that I made was actually a fail. But I did make the dress, and I made it with this black fabric. This black fabric is kind of thick, it doesn't crease, and it has some weight to it, so it kind of feels like a luxury fabric, even though I think this one is mostly polyester. I had bought this fabric before, and I knew that this one would be very suitable for that dress. I'm sure that that dress will be one of my favorite projects of 2024, so yeah, I'll link the video up here if you want to see it that next. The next one, again, I don't remember some of this because the box has actually been down there waiting for me to do an unboxing, and this one is another blue, a blue and a floral. I didn't remember buying this one. I'm pretty sure again that this one was $1.99, but again, this is not like a stunning fabric, one of my favorites, but it is pretty. This would be a good one for a wearable toile, for example. Yeah, because I'm going to save the ones that I really, really like for patterns that I have tried and that I know fit me well. This fabric, I think this one is a viscose. I'll put it up here. It is kind of thick. It is a viscose or cotton, maybe a mix. I don't remember what it is. It's not as flowy as a viscose, but also not as, you know, harsh as a cotton. It's kind of in the middle. Maybe this one is a mix. I had nothing in red in my stash, so I decided to get this one. It is a very busy print and definitely kind of a bold fabric from my stash. I don't think I have anything else in red, so yeah, whatever I do in this one will be definitely very bold. The next one is a fabric for winter, and this one I got for my boyfriend. This is a very nice fleece back kind of fabric. It is, I hope I can show you, it is very, very warm. It is very thick, and every winter I've been doing at least one sweatshirt for my boyfriend. I don't sew a lot for other people, so yeah, this might be one. If he does like the print, this will be another sweatshirt for him this winter. And the next one, again, I didn't remember this one. This one is another blue. I think I was going very heavy in the blues this time. I usually don't buy a lot of blues, or mostly lighter blues, but it is really, really nice. It's kind of a sky blue filled with flowers. This one would have been awesome for spring. I think it's still appropriate for a summer in terms of a print, even though you can wear anything you want anytime of the year, of course, but I think this print screams more spring and summer. Yeah, I like this one. Of course I like it, I've bought it, what am I saying? Yet another one from my stash. I'm pretty sure that one was $1.99. And the next one, this one is blue again. I'm not sure what kind of fabric this is, I'll put it up here. This one doesn't seem like a viscose. I don't remember what it is. And I bought this one because the print is so different, kind of an illusion. I hope I can put a nice close-up so you can actually see the print. So yeah, this is a nice one. And again, I bought this one to have a little bit of a variety from all the viscoses that I'm getting. And this one, I know that this one had been in my favorites for quite some time. I fell in love with this print. I really like this really big flowers. Anything that looks like, you know, sunflowers, daisies. I don't know what flower this is, but I would say there is a mix of a sunflower and a daisy, if that would even exist. And I really like this one. This is another print that screams summer or spring, mostly summer, given the colors. And I think this one is a linen mix, linen viscose, I don't remember. Again, I should have it up here. And yeah, I really, really like this one. I don't know what I'm going to make it. Maybe a Sharon dress would be nice, since I really like that pattern. And this one again is the same as that one. I think it is also maybe a linen mix. This is not a viscose for sure, at least not 100% viscose. This is like a mosaic, if I show it correctly, yeah, like this. And it seemed like a very interesting print. I'll probably love this one as a shirt dress, and I think that this fabric will be very easy to sew with. The next one is another one that was in my favorites for the longest time. I think all of these were, because they were a lot more expensive, and I believe when I went to the website they were $1.99. I went to the website after that, but they raised the prices even in the sale, so I think that maybe they had set them for $1.99 as a mistake, I'm not sure. But yeah, this one is, again, I think it is a linen, I'm not sure, but another print that I fell in love with. Probably can see why. And yeah, this one is just lovely. This sale was just fantastic because I was able to buy so many of the fabric that I had in my wish list, which is the same for the next one. So this one was also in my wish list, and this was in the same collection when it was released as the previous two. As the previous three, so they were all in the same collection. And yeah, I really liked several fabrics from that collection. And again, another one that is not only a stunning print but easy to sew it because it's not a viscose. And the way that I'm talking, maybe you're gonna think that I hate viscose. No, I completely love viscose. It's my favorite fabric in terms of how it looks on a dress, but yeah, it's kind of fiddly to sew it. This one, I love the print, and it's not going to be completely fiddly to sew it. And the next one is a jersey, and I think it's the only jersey in this box. Yeah, it is the only jersey in this box, and it is this print. It's just fantastic. I think, how do you call this? Like, this reminds me of kind of a gemstones. I'm going to put an image of the stone right here. I don't know the name, but it's just fantastic. And I actually have a pattern in mind for this one. I don't know the name. I'm going to put it right here. It's by Petite Stitchery that I bought recently, and I hope that it fits on this one. I think I only got 1.20 m. I didn't get much because this one was not on sale. It was actually quite expensive. That's why I only got 1 meter and a little bit, because I just had to get some of this one. And the next one. This one is just a black fabric, but this was described as a viscose twill, and I really wanted to try a viscose twill. It's a little bit thicker than the other viscoses, and this one would probably be very good for an autumn or winter dress. I really like to sew with black. You can probably see that it's either black or a black background is kind of my safe color, because, you know, black just looks good with everything. And talking about black fabrics, I've got this one, but it is black with a print. This kind of gives me like Indian fabric vibes. I don't know why. You can tell me if it gives you the same vibes or not. This one would be great for a gathered skirt. Just anything that I can do that I don't break the print a lot because of the way that it is. I could decide in which part of the print I want to start the skirt and cut it right there. And yeah, this is a very nice one. And the big box is over, so we'll now go to the other fabrics. Let me just plug the camera because it is already complaining that it's running out of battery. Well, and this is what happens when a cat sees a box, right? So I'm back, and to the next one. The next one happened because I went to a fabric store to get some interfacing, but then they had these remnant bins, so I got 3 of the same fabric. Because it was just remnants, they are, I think, 1.5 meters each, and it is a cotton voile. I'll write it up here if I'm not saying it correctly, and it is just a kind of a fun print, and I thought it would be really nice to try to sew with cotton voile. It's a fabric that I've been very interested to try, and I decided to get this one. Well, I got this fabric with a dress in mind, another dress for the summer, and I hope this print doesn't make the dress look kind of childish. I don't think personally it looks very childish. It reminds me a lot of the 90s. You can see that it has Walkmans, we have headsets, and you know, this is just a very fun print in my opinion. I don't know why. I think this is a pink egg. Is it a pink egg? I don't know, it does look like a pink egg. And next I went to a store, a clothing store actually, and I did not buy any clothes, of course, because every time that I go there I'm like, I could just make it. And I bought this, and this is a bed sheet. And that was the best thing that they had in the store for me. I really liked this print. I had nothing gingham, I think gingham, that's the name, in my stash, and I don't care that it is a bed sheet. Bed sheets for me are still fabric, and this one was quite cheap because it was on sale. I think it was 10 euros, is written right here. Yeah, it was 10 euros, and it is a lot of fabric. This is a king bed sheet, so yeah, for me it was still very much worth it. So now we're getting closer to the end, and we're going to go to the expensive fabrics. And I usually don't gravitate directly to expensive fabrics, but I received a voucher for my birthday. It was a present, and I went to visit this fabric store, and they had amazing fabric. I had to control myself. Actually, my bank card controlled myself. I got this one. This one was a remnant, and these are all cottons. This is a very nice, the softest cotton that I've ever seen. All of these are, and this is just this square print. It's just very simple, and this one was a remnant. I believe this one is 2 meters, 2.4 meters, a big remnant, and it was not that expensive. I mean, it was expensive for my usual, because this one I think was 20 euros for 2 meters 40. But yeah, this one will be a very nice dress. I think this print would look good for any time of the year. The next one is a cotton twill. I had been looking for the longest time for a cotton twill, and this print is just so lovely. They had a pink background and a white background, and I went for the white one, and this is just so soft. I couldn't get a lot of it because it was expensive. I think I have 2 meters. I don't remember how expensive it was. So, and these fabrics are for sure going to be made into a TNT, one of my TNT patterns, and not anything experimental, because I'm not gonna let them go to waste. And the last one. This one is the one that I told you that is the cherry on top of the cake. And maybe for me it's very expensive and for you it's not, but compared to the 1.99 that I'm used to, this one was 19 euros and 95 cents per meter, and I think I got 2 meters 50. I don't remember the amount. I'll put it up here, but the print is just gorgeous. I hope that I can show you a very nice close-up. It has these gold lines around all of the design. and it is just fantastic. And I didn't know this in the store, but this is a Robert Kaufman print. That's why it was expensive, it seems, because they had at least 3 prints from Robert Kaufman, and all 3 were very expensive. But this is my favorite fabric. I think if I ever designed the fabric, this would be the one. I would wear this in the summer, I would wear this in the winter. This is a very nice print for autumn. I would wear this print all year round. I think it's just perfect. It was totally worth the money that I spent, and I hope not to go back very soon. In that note, this is also the first and the last fabric haul that I'm going to make this year. I mean, the last fabric haul that I made was also kind of big, but it was last year. I mean, I don't remember, I think October, but yeah. And if you're still watching, you are a true MVP. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I will link at the end the video where you can see the dress that I made with the black fabric. I'm really proud of that dress. Again, it's probably my favorite dress that I've made this year so far, and probably will be in my best of 2024. Well, and make sure you subscribe, because I would love to show you what kind of things we're able to make with these fabrics. I would love to have you in my next one. Have a great week and happy crafting. Bye! Well, this part is going to be fun. Taking in consideration that it's quite late at night right now, this does seem like a nice alternative.